I fear nothing, for all is as the Force wills it.
The Will of Force this week is a good one, John. I'm excited to get started in this. We're just going to kick it off with this first one. Will Donald Glover ever play Lando again? Lacey, what do you think?
Yes, I think people loved him as Lando. I loved him as Lando, and clearly whatever I say goes. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I think it would be a waste not to use him again. Maybe not in a movie, but in like a TV series, have him guest spot or something. That would be cool. But yeah, I think so. I don't think this is the last we've seen of Donald Glover as Lando.
John, what do you think?
He won't. We won't see him as Lando again. Not because he wasn't great. I thought he was fantastic, but I think he's kind of doing his own thing. He hasn't really talked much about the role since. Maybe he's soured a little because of the box office, and he doesn't need any favors. He's kind of blowing up and doing his own thing. So I think it was a one and done for Glover as Lando. I would love to see him again, but I don't think we will. So I say we won't see him.
So remember when John and I agreed on everything? I feel like tonight's one of those nights where we're not going to agree on anything.
We're going to do another perfect round, but in the other way. Yeah.
I think he will. And the reason I think he will is because...
Yes, come to my side.
Yeah, they have an opportunity with this person to... because of where Solo takes place and the possibility of just years down the line to incorporate him into another story, maybe sometime in the like kind of Rogue One, Rebels era. If they ever are telling a story, he could show up for a cameo or something like that. And he could even be 10 years older. You know what I mean? I think just there's enough time there where they felt like they could play with Alden not looking like Harrison. I think they are willing to play with that time frame of Donald not looking like Billy D. Williams. But let's move on to the next one. Will the comic fan favorite Dr. Aphra ever make or appear in a live action series or film? John, what do you think?
Nope. I think she's a fan favorite in that medium. It could happen, but I just don't think it will.
Lacey, live action series or film? We're going to see Dr. Aphra?
No, I don't think so. I think she's a comic only character.
Yeah, I actually do think that that's probably the case. If I had to choose between live action series or film, I think it's more likely that they actually would give her own series than even her making a cameo in a film. I think they could...
Real quick, who plays Dr. Aphra?
Oh, gosh.
I have no idea.
Bad question, John. We don't know.
Okay. Maybe one of our listeners know, and they'll let us know.
Yeah, please, actually. Please give us some suggestions. I think that would be awesome. I'd love to tap into that. Will Captain Phasma return in Episode 9? This is a tricky question. Lacey, what do you think?
No, I think she's done.
All right, John, do you agree?
I think she fell into a fiery death. I'm going to be very surprised if she comes back after a trash compactor and then a fiery death where everything collapsed around her like Vivica Fox in Independence Day 2.
Well, trash compactor, the planet she was on exploded and then fiery death, which seems way less crazy than her escaping Starkiller. But,
right.
John, do you agree?
She's not wearing an orange hoodie, and she's not Kenny from South Park. So, will we see Phasma in Episode 9? No. They blew it. It's too late. They could have made it an awesome character.
They killed Phasma.
They punted her aside as a character, literally and figuratively. So, no.
Yep, I 100% agree with you guys. I think that in Force Awakens, they left it up to the imagination. Oh, she just got thrown in the trash compactor. She could get out. But in Last Jedi, man, Finn basically wins that fight, kicks her off the edge. She falls.
He Sparta kicked her off the edge.
Yeah, I mean, she's gone, I think. And it's unfortunate because I think we really like that character. All right, next question. Will a baby / young Ben Solo appear in Jon Favreau's post-Return of the Jedi live-action series? I don't want to hear Lacey's answer, so John, what do you think?
No. Then you'd need to likely recast the big three as versions of themselves after, which, you know, I hate them doing. I don't mind prequel recasting, but not post recasting. So while it would make Lacey's day, I don't care about that. So I'm going to say no, we will not see a baby Ben Solo in the series.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I think if we have a baby version of Ben Solo, where are his parents or where are his caretakers and stuff? And then how does he connect to this
The caretakers
story?
are on Octo, bro.
Yeah. All right, so the next question. I'm just kidding.
You
Lacey,
didn't even ask me. You didn't even ask me what I thought.
I'm just kidding. Will a baby or a young version of Ben Solo appear in Jon Favreau's post-Return of the Jedi live-action series?
No, he won't.
All right. Yeah. Okay, good.
All right.
Why would they bring baby Ben Solo? It makes no sense in the story. It would take away from the story. It doesn't have to necessarily tie everything together. I think they can make reference of Leia and a son. I think they can make reference to Han Solo and a son, but you'll never see a baby. If you're going to see a baby of some sort, it's going to be in episode 9.
All right. So if nothing else, John.
It could be flashbacks, John. It could be a flashback. I didn't say what kind of baby.
Okay.
You should be crazy.
I'm being a baby right
crazy
now.
right now. Yeah.
I know, yeah. Yeah. Look at all these diapers behind me. So for you listeners out there, I have 5 billion diapers where I record my podcast because my buddies threw me a diaper.
So you should be all for baby Ben Solo.
Yeah. No, baby Johnny. He'll be in the movie, and then I'll be rich.
All right. The
stage dad.
Second to last question. Let's do this. Will the Claudia Gray Kenobi and Qui-Gon novel include Palpatine in any way? Lacey, what do you say?
Can I rephrase that as, will Claudia Gray give Lacey what she always wanted, which is a Ben Solo novel and not a Kenobi Qui-Gon?
No, you can't.
Yeah, I think there will probably be hints to it, maybe like in passing. I don't think he'll have a big role in it because you don't really get introduced to him until Phantom Menace. So if this is prior to that, I can't see him having too much involvement. I could see it being like a passing thing, or if they obviously do, like we said on Monday, which was like a back and forth between Maul and these guys training, then yes, it makes sense. I just don't think in the story of Kenobi and Qui-Gon that it makes sense to bring in Palpatine unless, I don't know, Darth Maul's involved. Like, this is about them and their relationship together and their journeys together and how they got to the relationship they have in Phantom Menace, and I don't see how Palpatine makes sense to add to that.
Yeah, I mean, like, the Sith thing kind of ties in, but as far as, like, the political aspect of it, of, like, and then they all went and hung out with the senator of Naboo, it just doesn't make sense. John, what do you say?
Well, I would love that, and I would love to see Maul in there as well. But I think I'm going to say yes, we will, and I'm going to predict that you're going to see the announcement that Palpatine won his election as senator of Naboo in this novel.
Yeah, that could be kind of cool, I guess. What if this was the actual, like, it's half Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, but it's half Plagueis? It's the Plagueis novel.
Well, I mean, yeah, that'd be cool, but I would like to see a new canon Plagueis Palpatine novel.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool if you see, like, Palpatine had, like, rigged the elections and there's, like, hanging chads and stuff. And...
No one cares about Palpatine. Move on.
Russia was involved in the
oh my god,
Nabooian
Lacey,
election.
you know I wear my heart on my sheath.
There it is. There's the lame joke.
Last question for Will of the Force this week, guys. Will Luke Skywalker appear in more than one scene in Episode 9? This looks like it's going to lead right into the discussion, I think. But I'm going to shoot it over to Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Lacey.
Yeah, I think he will. I think we're going to get into this, but I think he's going to be a trolling character for Kylo. That's my prediction for Luke.
And trolling more than one scene.
Yes, because I don't think one will make the impact. I think he needs multiples.
All right, John, what do you say?
Will Luke Skywalker appear in more than one scene in Episode 9? He will.
I'm going no on this, guys. It's going to lead into the discussion, but my short answer is I think he's going to have one pivotal Force Ghost scene, like an Obi-Wan type character.
Now, guys, this is what James does, though, because he's saying no just so that we have a good combative discussion. He probably really he probably really thinks it, but I'm just kidding.
No, yeah. Actually, if you want to hear my controversial answer, we'll get into it.
All right. Sounds good.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching that video, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and head over to the full episode by clicking this box here. If you want, you can subscribe, and that way you get all the weekly news, you get our discussions, you get information on our giveaways whenever we do them. It's a good time, we promise. Thanks for watching the Resistance broadcast.